Welcome to No Cover Music Magazine. I'm your host, Tim O'Brien, here at American Guitar Boutique in Phoenix City, Alabama, where we're happy to showcase and spotlight local musicians and artists. So, welcome to this week's episode of No Cover Music Magazine here at American Guitar Boutique in Phoenix City, Alabama. I'm super excited to have our guest with us today. He is a local folklore legend. Is that what they call you?
Man, I didn't know that. I washed
Or
my
either that or you're wanted by the FBI. We don't know.
Oh, man, I washed my face this morning and I can't do nothing with it.
So, Ricky, you've been roaming these parts playing music for a few years now?
Yeah.
Few or 50, I don't know which one it is, but
Yeah.
since you were a teeny little kid, and I know you came from
Yeah.
a real musical family, how did you come about starting to sing and play?
Well, my aunt married this guy, and he was already famous on the Columbia 1500 series back in 1927 with a white blues group, Darby and Tarleton. It's Tom Darby, my uncle. That's who I come up under.
All right. So we want to hear you play some music. We want to get right into it. Tell me about this first tune you're going to play.
Well, this song here is actually based on an old song called the Mississippi Blues. I learned it from the Johnny Winters version. He called it Meantown Blues. It was like a Meantown Blues.
Let's take a listen.
Right ahead. My mama told me and my papa told me, my papa done told me too. Well, my mama told me and my papa told me, my papa done told me too. Says I need no town to live in by yourself. Everybody's got their hand out trying to get their hold on, trying to get some of my cash. Everybody's got their hand out trying to get their hold on, woo, trying to get some of my cash. Smile a great big smile and keep on talking trash. my suitcase and I moved on down and I hit that long lonesome road. Packed up my suitcase and I moved on down and I hit that long lonesome road. Well, I'm still trying to make it, man, when the deal is down.
So, when did you start performing live music? How old were you, and where was it at?
My brother told my mama he was going to take me to hear Chet Atkins and Boots Randolph and Floyd Kramer at the auditorium in Columbus, Georgia. But when we went out the driveway, got out there by them white gates there at the old Buck Farm on Whitesville Road, he looked at me, he said, "Ricky, would you like to go see Chet Atkins and Boots Randolph and Floyd Kramer, or would you like to go see the world?" So I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Well, I told Curly Money up at the Green Valley Club that you play, and I can take you up there, and he'll let you sit in tonight." So I said, "Let's go."
How old were you?
You know, I think I was around 16 years old. I could have been 15. I just don't remember.
All right.
But that's it. And Curly Money was the first one to let me on stage.
Well, you've been roaming these parts ever since.
Yeah, I've been in and out. I was here until I was about 18 years old. I got drafted in the Army. Then I come out and wasn't nothing much to do for fun. I could have went to West Point when I got in the Army, but I told the guy, he said, "What do you think about that?" He said, "We select you to go to West Point." I said, "Well, I just want to play in a band and write some songs." And so, and that's what I did. And I got out and started playing around, mostly and trying to learn, from people and stuff.
Well, I know that you're, at least from what I've always known about you, is you're mostly known as a songwriter. I think you're proud of that. And you write some good tunes. What's the next tune you're going to play for us?
I think the next one's called "I Gotta Get Paid," which you can just about relate to. Everybody wants to get paid for, for what they do. They just don't want to come up and bring their guitar and have some fun. They want to get paid.
Well, let's take a listen to it.
My mama told me when I was young, better learn to play the guitar, son. You make lots of money, that's what she said. I said, "Mama, please, I just need to get paid. I need to get paid." Said I need to get paid. Done had enough fun. That's what I say. I need to get paid. So bring me my money to the back of the stage, and $100 bill, because I need to get paid. Bring me some fried chicken too, and a brown paper sack. Just bring me my money, honey. Bring it to the back and then I'll play. First I gotta get paid. Done had enough fun. That's what I say. I need to get paid. Say now, I need to get paid. I need to get paid. Hey, 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 I need to get paid. Hey, 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 I need to get paid. When I get there, better be a PA sitting on ready right there on the stage. Don't want to hear no feedback, no microphone squealing, cause when I play, I got to play with feeling. Then I play. First I gotta get paid. Done had enough fun. That's what I said. Need to get paid. I need to get paid. I need to get paid. Hey, 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 I need to get paid. Hey, 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 I need to get paid. Oh, Lord, 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 I sure do need to get paid.
So you get to travel, you get to play, you get to hang out with a lot of people. Every time we have a conversation, people's names come up. I know you've been doing shows lately with Bobby Rush, and I know you've got a lot of stories about traveling and knowing and playing with all the guys that I listen to. Who's your real big inspiration right now? I mean, is there anybody out there that you're listening to that you say, man, I really dig what that guy's laying down?
Well, there's a bunch of them. What's that guy that was? I think he was a boxer. Was it Paul Thorne?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he's good, and I played with just about everybody. I like mostly all the Southern rocks groups, and I don't know. There may be some other ones. I just can't think of a lot of them right now. That.
Funny you should mention that guy. I was playing about 2 months ago, and he had played a private show in the green room of the place I was playing, and him and his band ended up coming out and doing some jamming with us and stuff. And yeah, he's really good. He's a dynamite songwriter. And
Yeah.
you get to play with Bobby Rush. That's got to be a trip.
Yeah, not his. He's got a big band, like a big show. But when I go out there to the King Biscuit Festival, lots of times I'll meet him out there, and we'll play acoustic together, just me and him, and stay at the same hotel. And we'll play in the room, and then just hang around out there. And I brought him down to the Frank Brown International Songwriters Festival on Perdido Key down there, and yeah, I like Bobby. He's well known. He even spent the night with me down there one night. Him and Lowe, one of his backup singers, and but yeah, Bobby's good. I like Bobby.
So I do want to get into your music. You're going to do a tune about sandwich meat.
Yes.
How in the heck do you come up with a tune about bologna?
I love sandwich. In fact, when we get through the interview, you think you could fix me a sandwich?
Fix you a sandwich?
Yeah, I know you can. If you want to know how it come about,
Yeah.
I've listened to this song for years. I've always liked it. I was a big fan of Roy Orbison. I kept listening to once. I said, man, that needs to be fixed. I'm going to fix it for him.
All right, let's hear it. Ricky's take on fixing Roy Orbison's tune.
Yep.
Whoa, 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 something to eat. Whoa, maybe some meat. I just want something to eat, but there's only bologna, only bologna, bum bum, something to eat in my refrigerator tonight. Oh, maybe some meat, only bologna. No chicken salad is inside. I'd like some gumbo, some Brunswick stew, maybe fried chicken, a piece or two. But there's only bologna, that's why I cry. Oh, there's only bologna, bum, 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 something to eat. Oh, maybe some meat. I like some chili, red beans and rice. But I open the door, and on comes the light, and there's only baloney. That's why I cry, 'cause there's only baloney, only baloney, only baloney.
So, Ricky, I always fascinated myself with songwriters, guys that can tell a story in 3 minutes and let you know everything was about it. Do you have a way that you write tunes? Do you have a formula, or is it just come different every time? When you sit down to start writing, what is your message? What do you do?
Well, I get ideas coming all the time, and some of them I get a chance to actually sit down and complete. And but as far as ideas, you know, I got more ideas than I do songs. But
Do you come up with a guitar riff? Is it a melody? Is it just a lyric?
yeah, sometimes I'll get an idea, and then I don't. The melody comes from, I don't know where it comes from. I can take if somebody's written a poem, I can take a look at it and just about start singing it, and I don't know where it comes from.
Interesting. That's cool. You just got music in you. You just doing
Did
it.
what?
You just got music in you.
Oh, I guess so. I don't know.
So the inspiration behind this next tune
Oh.
is a bow, bow, bow.
Well, my mama, I remember when we first got one of my first guitars, and she didn't really play. She didn't really play, but she loved music, and she was showing me on this guitar, you know, to pick it up and play it, and how this A string would go, bam, 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 and it would ring a long time. I remember liking the way that sounds, so I figured I'd write a song about my mom. I said, I'll write one. Her name was Katie Mae Brown, and I figured out where the string went, bam, bam, bam. And so that's the reason I wrote it. It's a bam, 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 from the way of when you first get a guitar and what impresses you about the way it sounds.
Well, I always found guitars to be inspirational anyways.
Yeah,
and
that's
coming
right.
from your mom, it's
That's
even
right.
better.
That's right. That's how I got the idea for that one, Tim.
Well, let's listen to this tune.
Well, my mom's name was Katie Mae Brown. Bow, bow. She said, son, this is the way that a guitar sound. It goes bow, bow. So first it started off with a bow. Bow, 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 well, this old guitar's made of steel and wood. Bow, bow, bow. When you sing, bow, bow, it'll make you feel good. Sing, bow, bow. All you do is start off with a bow, 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 See, that was easy. Now I wake up every morning when I hear a little tune that goes bow, bow, bow. Sing bow, bow, but it'll make you feel good. Bow, bow. First you start off with a bow, then you go bow, bow,
So traveling, singing, playing, I know you seem to be on the road all the time. If people want to catch your show or they want to buy some of your music or get a CD, where can they go to find you and find where you're playing and what you're doing?
Well, I want to be honest. I really tried, selling CDs and stuff like that, and iTunes, my tunes, your tunes, their tunes, my tube, your tube. But you can Google me if you want to check me out, and it's all for free, and it'll show you different things like Facebook. I don't know if I'm on that Wikipedia or not, but mainly if you can Google me, and I got a bunch of YouTube videos you can see for free. And I have 2 different CDs. One of them I recorded a while back when Alan Woody still was alive, that played with the Allman Brothers, and he passed away, R.I.P. Alan. And it's called Greatest Hits Volume 1. Ha ha ha. But the other one I did was I just recorded an album and I asked my friend Jimmy Hall. He's a singer with the Jeff Beck. Jeff Beck's one of my favorite
Wet
guitarists. Oh yeah, Wet Willie. The wetter the better. And he came in and sang some songs on it and played saxophone on an instrumental tune. It's called the Whitley Sampler. I've got another one called Field Stone that a bunch of people, I got the bass player from the Allman Brothers and the rhythm section from the Oak Ridge Boys, actually the drummer playing together on that one. It didn't come out bad. It kind of blended out good. And I've got another one called Beachhead. It's another one, if you ever see it, it's out of print now, but it's got me and a bunch of girls out on the beach, behind the old Floribama. But I don't know. You could get in touch. Best thing to, if you see me playing somewhere, or if you see me down at Tim's store, it's American Guitar Boutique, I may just have some of them with me. And that's all I can, or just come see me if you see me playing somewhere.
Well, that's exactly what I was talking about. You can hear Ricky telling stories, and the next thing you know, he just dropped, well, I was playing with the guy from the Oak Ridge Boys and the Allman Brothers, and of course, Jimmy Hall from Wet Willie. Who don't you get to jam with?
Man, that's a bunch. I wish I could have got to jam with Johnny Winter and Merle Haggard. I talked to Merle on the phone one night, but I never got a chance to
jam with him
play with Merle. But I'm working on a book. It's called The History of Music on the Gulf Coast, and subtitled The Old Floribama. It may turn out to be 2. I was one of the original 7 writers that started the Frank Brown International Songwriters Festival, and it's turned out to be about the biggest songwriters festival in the world.
Well, that's a great accomplishment in itself. I always think of the things you tell me you do, and it's, you get around, brother. You get around.
Like what?
Well, you're at this place, this songwriters festival. You're going to these awards. Yeah,
I'm a time jumper. I think I just jump from one place to another. I'm a time jumper.
Well, jump in time and play one more tune for us.
Okay, all right, Brother Tim.
What's the name of this one?
This here's the one. It's is it I'll Never Play Dice No More? Is that the one we're doing, brother? Yeah. I'll never play dice no more. I got this idea from my uncle and also my cousin. He used to go to the top floor over there in what is that, Biloxi, where they do that high rolling stakes gambling. He was good at playing dice, and he never did lose. But this thing I put together is called "I'll Never Play Dice No More."
Well, let's take a listen to it.
I walked out this morning, smoking my long stem pipe, had on my best Stetson. I got caught by my wife. I'll never play dice no more. I'll never play dice no more. They lay my head in a gambling den. Lord, I'll never play no dice again. Had a fortune, kept it in my trunk, lost it all one night, gambling when I was drunk. I'll never play dice no more. I'll never play dice no more. They lay my head in a gambling den. I'll never play dice again. Walked on that evening, still smoking my long stem pipe. Got nobody gonna call me darling, nobody's gonna kiss me goodnight tonight. I'll never play dice no more. I'll never play dice no more. They lay my head in a gambling den. Woo, Lord, 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 I will never play dice again.
So once again, great tune. Super proud to be sitting here with Ricky Whitley. He is definitely an Alabama gold mine, as we say in our musical lingo with our friends. And man, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you coming on No Cover Music Magazine and spending some time with us, playing some music, and just being a good friend. I hope to have you back. We're gonna try and make this show go big time, and I think you're going to help us do it. So, Ricky Whitley, find him on Facebook, rickywhittley.com, Ricky Whitley in the beautiful satin
He's wrapping.
Como.
You said to wrap it up.
Yeah, wrap it up.
The cameraman said wrap it. It's time to wrap it up. Okay.
Thank you very much from American Guitar Boutique in Phoenix City, Alabama. No Cover Music Magazine.